All right, good morning, everyone. It's good to see you and great to be with you this morning. We're in a series in John's letter, in 1 John, which is the first of 3 letters he wrote. And it's a series called Love Comes First. A few years ago, I read a couple of books. So let me name the books to you. The Sense of an Ending by Julian Barnes. It's a Booker Prize-winning novel. Life of Pi. The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. It's a classic Agatha Christie novel. And Catcher in the Rye. Now, all these 4 novels have one thing in common. They use a literary technique called the unreliable narrator. See, whenever you pick up a book, you have an invisible transaction with the author that I'm reading an accurate description of events. But the unreliable narrator at some point reveals that what you're reading was not actually an accurate report of events. And a third person comes in, or there's a development in the plot that makes you realize, whoa, I trusted you, and this is not the truth. And in a novel, that can be a pleasant surprise. That can be like an incredible twist in the tale. But when it comes to somebody who's providing misinformation or fake news, especially in matters of theology or the nature of God, that can be very disorienting. And that's what John's audience is facing. In a novel, it can be a pleasant surprise, but in reality, in a church, it can be a shock to the system when someone comes in and says and destabilizes the room and starts saying things about Jesus, starts saying things about the Bible that aren't exactly true. So the question I want to ask today, what does it look like to live in the freedom of truth, not the danger of self-deception, not the danger of an unreliable narrator? And there's 3 things I want to point out. One is God shines brightly, joy flows freely, and justice purifies painfully. 3 things. God shines brightly, joy flows freely, and justice purifies painfully. Try saying that fast 3 times. All right, first of all, God shines brightly. This is the message we have heard